You used to can go to any hood. I don't give a damn where you went. You go to any hood and they gonna embrace you. If you need somewhere to sleep, they gonna feed you and everything, you know. And Crip went fighting Crip back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because you had so many other people you could fight. So Crip fighting Crip was unheard of. And if it was a situation where two Crips had to,
it was two Crips fighting. And
that was it right there.
You know what I'm saying? You took a fade, like you said, you ran with the L, or you like, we're gonna see it, we gonna meet again. And you go and whatever you do some training, some mic time, whatever you do, get yourself ready, see that cat again. I want another try at you. But it wasn't like it got to the point where, like I say, Cat couldn't take an L, so he go and tell his homeboys a whole different story of what happened, and now there's killing going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of stuff got started, man, because a Cat couldn't take an L and accept it. You know what I mean? Like I say, I'm from that old school where, hey, you took an ass whooping, then you either got better or you left it alone. Man, you gonna see me again and again and again and again till I feel like I won. I mean, but I ain't finna come try to take your life. Well, I'm not finna start no neighborhood beef behind a fist fight that, I win or lose. You know what I'm saying? But, that kind of stuff just went out with the dinosaurs, man. You can't even get a fade. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I ain't fighting. I ain't doing no fighting. What you mean you ain't doing no fighting? You know what I mean? So,
and Cat Ceasar, before y'all became 7-6 East Coast, before y'all put the East Coast on it, what was y'all? Was y'all still Mafia?
No, well, I was, when 76th Street actually started, I was in jail.
Okay.
Now, I knew that Raymond didn't want everybody on his side to turn East Coast. I already knew about it. We got word in jail. But I was with it. But by the time I got out, my hood was already rolling.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? They was already rolling, so that was a good thing for me. I didn't have to go out there and talk to no homies, man. This is what we're going to do right here. They was already with it. But 7-6 kind of resisted to my understanding for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Just for a hot minute. Then they decided, man, let's go and roll with it.
Who were some of the founders of 7-6?
Where farthest the East Coast?
Just
flies,
let's put it like this.
Oh, from the start?
Who started Mafia? Yeah.
Well, myself, Bernard Anderson, his brother Danny Anderson, the homeboy Short Doe, the Lucky Twins, Alan Lucky, him, Fat Steve. It was a small little group of us. We hung out on 76th Street between Mariamani and Compton Avenue. That's where we hung out at.
And they all made the transition to 7-6 East Coast.
Yeah. We was Mafia maybe good 4 years. And then when we got up to age of going to YA, that's where we was going. And the younger homies started claiming Shack Boys. And then when the coast came out, then they decided to turn. And by the time I got out, they was already East Coast.
One question Quake couldn't really answer, I'm told you can answer. How did Beaver become from 7-6 East Coast?
Okay, Beaver was my boy. Beaver and me go way back. Matter of fact, Beaver stayed on 76th Street at one time in my neighborhood. And after they moved, I didn't see him for years until YA. I ran across him in YA, and me and Beaver started kicking it, We was like road dogs. Not to get too deep off into the criminal element of
right.
We had a program. We started a program, and it was something that Beaver liked. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about making millions and millions of dollars. And it was something that he liked it, and you know, he asked, man, can I hook up with, you know, I told him, I said, man, get your homies, your kitchen homies, and do something with them. You know, because I say a lot of money about to be made, because that's when the crack was just coming out. I say a lot of money is to be made, man. Get your homies and do something with them. He said, man, I like what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? And so I got with some of the homeboys, and I said, man, Beaver want to hook up. You know what I'm saying? Even though his brother was killed by a coach, you know. I say, man, he want, and you know, I'm telling you, I say, man, Beaver is a down motherfucker. Straight down. You know what I'm saying? And we can use somebody like him, you know, in what we doing. So, you know, they decided, yeah, man, because they like the Beaver. We ain't had no real beef against Beaver and Lil Beaver now, because they used to be in the hood all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because Kitchen is right next door to 76th Street. You know, so.
How come that beef never got squashed?
Well, you always had individuals that want to keep the flame going. You may have certain people say, man, let's leave this stuff alone, man. You know what I'm saying? It was unfortunate that Lil Beaver ended up getting killed, you know. But you always got that. You got them individuals, man, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They killed the homie and so forth. So it really never got squashed, but it's at its all-time low. You know.
Hey, do y'all think somebody from 6'6" gonna show up?
No.
Could you speak on when 6'6" started?
Well,
Cat Ceasar?
I know I was in YA. The first person I met from 6'6" was Blue. And that was 81.
Wow.
81, 82. And, you know, because I originally grew up in Aliso Village.
All right.
That's where I was born, Aliso Village, 1965. And I moved probably, I don't know how many times before 77. I moved on 60th between Hooper and Central in 77. And that's where first two people I met was Lil Kev and Lil Will. You know, we didn't have no street names then. We was, you know, Jeffrey and Kevin and Dennis. That's me. You know, we go to the park and hang around, and you know, park had a lot of activities up there. Bethune Park for our age, you know, football, basketball, all that. You know, Lala, we met Lala at that time because Lala played ball real good. But you know, as probably around 78, I saw Quake, and it was like, you know, you could see him from a distance, and you gonna cross to the other side of the street before he even close to you. That's, you know, I mean, that's what I was. All right, bullshit. And you know, just thinking that way. But actually meeting him, you know, I'm 13 years old. Actually meeting him, totally different, man. He was the protector of that area, that neighborhood. So it was me, Lil Kev, Lil Will, and after. And Lala, his little brother, the youngest, Lil Quake. Then after that, it was VI, Big Vince, rest in peace. And it was like 6 of us, Jack and Nuno. And, you know, we used to claim Bethune Park boys back in that time, in 78. And some homies would say, oh, those look like Damu. You know, that's BPB, you know, Bethune Park boy. You see on one, you think it's, you know, blood neighborhood, right. You know, so
All them B's and P's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what made everybody on that side, them particular ones, the ones that wanted to hang with us, they was, you know, we was kids. You got to be in the house at this time. It was that little area was real nice. You know, all black people. On my street on 60, it probably was one Mexican family. You know, it was, you know, everybody played football. Like I said, everybody played football. And, you know, it wasn't nothing, but something about Quake was just exciting. Then Rick Rock, Lil Kev brother. That was the first one I seen with a Batman jacket, brownies, golf hat, and a hairnet. He had this Batman jacket that said 6 Deuce, East Coast on it, Rick Rock on the front. Lil Kev stole it. We was on our way to Huntington Park to go to the movies. We arguing who gonna wear this jacket. We passed this jacket all the way down the gate. And you know, then it started growing. And Lala, when Quake left, Lala was the spinoff of Quake. Big Lala was the spinoff of Quake. I went to camp in '79 because prior to coming over there, I still was doing a little dumb shit. Before meeting them, stealing. I had probation, little dumbass shit, and finally got caught after another burglary. I went to Camp Kilpatrick. But Lala and them was still, you know, they was, you know, they changed it. When we lived there, they didn't know what happened, man. It hit so hard right there, they didn't even know.
So how much time did you do in YA? What years?
I did I went to camp. I went to camp. I got out in '80. First time meeting the First Street Bulldog, T-Bone. Then I went to YA for some, you know, drive-by shit. And I did 5 years of that, from '81 to '85. And
just cross-checking when you met that 6'6".
Yeah.
So that's when you went back.
Yeah, I met the Blue from 6'6" in '81, '82, somewhere around there.
You know when Miller started?
Well, you know, I know.
Like 80s?
That's why I didn't ask about it.
Yeah, like 80. Because the first one I met, I was in camp. I was Otis Combs. Otis Drayline. Drayline was in camp. Drayline, one of them. He was Casper. Otis Combs. The original Wino.
Yeah.
All of us was in YA.
Yeah.
That's why I met Trey D. That's the first. When hanging out at Bethune Park, and you know, when I went to jail, those was the first Crips I met.
Wow.
That was the first. Tracy Davis from Insane. It was Monster Cody. I was in Camp Mons. Gangster Brown from A-Trey Gangster. You know, Dale Dog from Main Street. Been knowing him. We was YA together the whole time. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a lot of us.
Yeah, the reputables from your generation.
Huh?
The reputables from your generation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I learned about the Miller Gangsters when I was over there one time. I didn't know nothing about them. I know they had them A-lines over there. A few little kitchens. They tried to start them 116 kitchens. They had a few of them. But I learned about them when I went to the Miller's apartment doing business.
Right.
That's when I learned about them.
Hey, Caesar, when did you learn about Avalon Gardens?
Avalon Gardens. At first, Avalon Gardens was Garden Boys. There were no Crips. There was Garden Boy with Jamel. They made Jamel now.
Hold on.
Big Bulldog from First Street East Coast Crip.
Can you get him up?
I got it.
Okay, you got it. All right, cool. All right, that's cool.
I'm gonna be rotating now that we got 4, so it'll be moving.
All right. Where's your cousin from?
He from Hollywood.
Okay, so y'all gonna give first.
Yeah.
All right.
And we got another little homie coming with him too, though.
All right.